This is not a drill. Trump has just approved 2 new stimulus checks. And for Social Security recipients, that means an extra $200 every month. But here's the twist: only some people will qualify. Could you be one of them? Let's find out. If you're on Social Security, SSDI, or SSI, this could be a game changer. With Trump approving 2 new stimulus checks, millions of Americans could receive an extra $200 per month, but not everyone qualifies. This move is meant to help seniors, disabled individuals, and low-income recipients keep up with rising costs. For those who depend on Social Security as their primary income, this extra money could help with bills, groceries, and medical expenses. But here's the catch: there are certain eligibility requirements that could determine whether you actually receive this bonus. The big question is, how soon will the payments arrive? Some reports suggest they could be rolled out in the coming months, while others hint at potential delays. In this video, we'll break down who qualifies, how to claim your check, and what this means for your financial future. Stay tuned. Not everyone will receive these stimulus checks, so let's break down who actually qualifies. The extra $200 per month is primarily targeted at Social Security, SSDI, SSI, and low-income recipients, but there are specific eligibility rules. To qualify, you must be currently receiving Social Security benefits, including retirement, disability, SSDI, or Supplemental Security Income, SSI. If you are on Veterans Affairs, VA benefits, or Railroad Retirement benefits, you might also be eligible. The stimulus aims to help seniors, disabled individuals, and those struggling with fixed incomes. However, income limits may apply, meaning higher income Social Security recipients might not qualify for the full amount. Another key factor is whether or not Congress sets additional requirements, such as residency status or tax filing history. So, will you get these payments? We'll cover all the details next, including when to expect the checks and how to make sure you're on the list. Stay tuned, because missing one step could mean missing out on this money. One of the biggest questions people have is, when will these stimulus checks actually arrive? While Trump has approved 2 new stimulus checks with an extra $200 per month for Social Security and SSDI recipients, the exact timeline depends on several factors. Based on previous stimulus payments, the earliest checks could start arriving within the next 4-8 weeks, but that's only if there are no delays. The government needs time to finalize eligibility lists, process payments, and distribute funds, especially if Congress or the Treasury Department needs to approve additional steps. For those receiving Social Security, SSDI, or SSI benefits via direct deposit, the payment could arrive sooner, while those who receive benefits by mail might have to wait longer. If you received previous stimulus checks, you can expect a similar payment process. However, there's a potential delay if additional approvals are needed. We'll keep you updated on the exact payment dates, so stay tuned to make sure you don't miss out. Many people are wondering, why is Trump approving more stimulus checks now? The answer lies in rising economic concerns, inflation, and political strategy. With the cost of living skyrocketing, millions of Social Security, SSDI, and SSI recipients are struggling to keep up. Many seniors and disabled individuals can't afford essentials like food, rent, and medical expenses. This extra $200 per month is meant to provide relief for those on fixed incomes who are hit the hardest by inflation. But there's also a political side to this move. Trump has always been vocal about helping American retirees and Social Security recipients with upcoming elections. This stimulus approval could be part of a larger economic and political strategy to gain public support. Additionally, some experts believe that these checks are a response to growing pressure from lawmakers and advocacy groups who have been pushing for more Social Security benefits. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: if you qualify, you could see more money in your account soon. The government has officially confirmed that Trump has approved 2 new stimulus checks, including an extra $200 per month for Social Security and SSDI recipients. In a recent statement, officials emphasized that this move is aimed at helping seniors, disabled individuals, and low-income beneficiaries cope with rising costs. While exact payment dates are still being finalized, the Treasury Department has assured the public that funds will be distributed as quickly as possible. Lawmakers supporting this stimulus package believe it's a necessary relief measure to protect those on fixed incomes from the effects of inflation. However, there are still some details to be worked out, and we'll keep you updated on any new developments or changes to eligibility. Unlike previous stimulus packages, which provided one-time payments to most Americans, this new approval focuses specifically on Social Security, SSDI, and SSI recipients, offering an extra $200 per month instead of a single lump sum. During past stimulus rounds, payments were distributed to a wider audience, including working individuals and families, but this time, the focus is on retirees and disabled individuals who need long-term financial relief due to inflation. Another key difference is the recurring nature of this payment. It's not a one-time check, but a monthly increase. However, unlike the $1,200 or $600 checks from previous relief bills, this stimulus is targeted, meaning not everyone will qualify. One major concern is whether this extra $200 per month will impact regular Social Security and SSDI benefits. The good news? Your existing benefits will not be reduced. This stimulus is separate from your standard payments. However, some experts warn that future adjustments could happen depending on funding and economic conditions. Since Social Security is already facing long-term funding challenges, some worry that this extra stimulus could lead to policy changes down the line. For now, the government has not announced any cuts or reductions. If you qualify, you'll continue receiving your normal Social Security or SSDI benefits, plus this extra $200 as a stimulus boost. Stay tuned for updates. Economic and political experts have mixed reactions to Trump's approval of these 2 new stimulus checks. Some believe this $200 monthly boost is a much-needed relief for Social Security and SSDI recipients who are struggling with inflation and rising living costs. Financial analysts argue that targeting seniors and disabled individuals is a smarter approach than broad, one-time stimulus checks. However, some experts warn that funding Social Security long-term remains a challenge, and this extra payment could strain federal resources if not properly managed. Others see this as a strategic political move, possibly tied to upcoming elections. Regardless of the motive, experts agree on one thing. If you qualify, this extra money could be a game changer. While Trump has approved 2 new stimulus checks, there could be delays in payments due to several factors. Government processing, budget approvals, and eligibility verification could slow things down. One major concern is funding approval if Congress or the Treasury faces budget hurdles. Payments might take longer than expected. Additionally, if technical issues arise in the Social Security Administration's payment system, some recipients may experience delays in receiving their checks. Another challenge is eligibility disputes. Some people might need to update their information to ensure they get paid on time. The best way to avoid delays is to stay informed, check your Social Security account, and watch for official updates. The public's reaction to Trump's approval of 2 new stimulus checks has been overwhelmingly strong. Many Social Security, SSDI, and SSI recipients welcome the extra $200 monthly boost, saying it's long overdue given rising inflation and living costs. However, politically, the response has been divided. Supporters argue that this is a lifeline for seniors and disabled individuals, while critics claim it's a strategic political move ahead of upcoming elections. Some lawmakers oppose additional spending, raising concerns about long-term funding for Social Security. Despite the debate, millions of Americans are eagerly awaiting these payments, hoping they arrive without delays. The big question now: will this be a one-time relief or the start of ongoing benefits? If you're eligible for the 2 new stimulus checks, you'll want to make sure you receive your payment without delays. The good news? If you're already receiving Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or VA benefits, you likely won't need to apply. The payments should be sent automatically using your existing payment method. However, it's important to check that your banking details and mailing address are up to date with the Social Security Administration, SSA, or IRS. If you recently changed banks or moved, failing to update your information could delay your payment. Stay informed by checking official government updates and be wary of scams. The government will never ask for payment to process your stimulus check. With Trump approving 2 new stimulus checks, many are wondering, will more payments follow? While this $200 monthly boost is a relief, experts warn that Social Security faces long-term funding challenges. Some lawmakers are pushing for permanent increases to Social Security benefits, while others argue that more stimulus checks could strain the federal budget. The future of Social Security depends on congressional decisions, economic conditions, and political shifts. If inflation remains high, there could be pressure for additional payments, but nothing is guaranteed. The best thing you can do? Stay informed, watch for updates, and ensure you're prepared for any changes in future Social Security benefits or stimulus programs. While Trump's 2 new stimulus checks promise an extra $200 per month, there are hidden details you need to know. First, not everyone qualifies. Income limits or specific eligibility rules may apply. If you receive Social Security, SSDI, or SSI, you're likely eligible, but high-income retirees may not get the full amount. Another key detail: this payment is separate from regular Social Security benefits, meaning it won't increase your monthly Social Security check permanently. Additionally, if you owe back taxes, child support, or federal debts, your stimulus check could be reduced or delayed. The best way to ensure you get your full payment? Stay updated, check your eligibility, and be cautious of scams promising faster payments. With Trump approving 2 new stimulus checks, the biggest question now is, what's next for you? If you qualify, you could see an extra $200 per month, helping with rising expenses, bills, and daily essentials. But there's still uncertainty. Will these payments be delayed? Could more stimulus checks follow in the future? The best thing you can do is stay informed and ensure your Social Security and bank details are up to date to avoid missing out. As new updates come in, we'll keep you posted on exact payment dates, eligibility changes, and any new stimulus proposals. Subscribe and stay tuned, because this could be just the beginning of more financial relief.